Thanks, Jenna. I'd like to welcome back to the show attorney Stephen A. Smith. Welcome back to River City Live. And the last time you were on, we were talking about when should you call an attorney and some great notes with that. Now we're talking about a couple things. One of them is how do you be proactive when it comes to car insurance? And then also, what do you do if in fact you are in a car accident? So again, welcome back to the show. And starting out, the right insurance is really important, correct?
Absolutely. Thanks, Mark, for having me back. The right insurance is important. You don't know how many times I've gotten clients come in and say, hey, I have full coverage. You know, this should be covered. Well, they only have the basic required coverage, which is PIP, personal injury protection insurance, and property damage liability. That's when someone, when you injure or hurt someone's car, damage someone's car, you're able to pay for that. And that's $10,000 each. The long story short is that is the basic minimum coverage, but it does not cover everything. So it's not full coverage is a misnomer.
So basically, when you say the basic, that's what makes you legal to drive, right?
Absolutely.
That's the bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
Right, so you want more than that, correct?
Exactly. If you really want to protect yourself, you really need some UM insurance, it's uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage, because you're relying on the other party to have bodily injury liability insurance, that's BI insurance, in order to protect you or pay for your out-of-pocket costs, your pain and suffering, your loss of enjoyment of life, your all of the damages that come with being injured in a crash. And if they don't have that insurance or it's a hit and run, you need UM insurance, uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage, to protect you in that case.
When it comes to like transparency and understanding that, how can people learn more? Because it's really complicated.
Yeah, I believe that they should seek out their insurance professional to talk to them about it. But of course, those are the types of insurances that are certainly necessary in order to fully protect yourself. And the amount is important as well, because you want to cover yourself, you want to cover anyone else that's injured in a crash, including yourself.
All right, so now let's talk about, well, what if you are in a car accident? There are some things that you should do and some things that you shouldn't do, right?
Absolutely.
So the first one up here, call law enforcement immediately.
Absolutely. Law enforcement is going to come. They're going to document the crash. They're going to take, do investigative work there and ensure that once you leave the scene that you don't have a situation like I've seen with many clients where someone will actually tell a lie afterwards to their insurance company.
Well, the other part too, there's two sides to every story, correct?
Absolutely.
So the law enforcement is the person right in the middle, just gathering facts.
Absolutely. Most times, a rear end crash is usually easy to parse out. But when it comes to a side swipe or other type crashes, you need law enforcement there to document the actual scene as well.
All right, so that is number one, extremely important.
Absolutely.
Now another one is take photos. Now we all have cameras on there. Why is it up to us to take photos? Why is that important?
Well, it's your best ally in a case. If you have to go to trial on this matter, your photos, your phone become a powerful tool to document the scene, document both your injuries or your damages to your vehicle and the other party's vehicle, and the scene as well as it happened on that day.
And when you say scene, you're also talking about maybe the lights, a stop sign, maybe something was covered up, all that kind of stuff.
Exactly. Anything that comes to mind that you would want to someone to see the bigger picture of what happened on that day, your photos will do that.
Very important and easy to do. All right, so seek medical attention. Now this one, it sounds obvious, but here's the thing. A lot of times you get into an accident, it's not that major and you think you're okay, but you would recommend get checked out anyway, right?
Absolutely. It's important to get checked out, particularly when you're in a crash and adrenaline's high, running. You don't know that you're fully injured and until it wears off. And once you do so, if you fail to seek medical attention, there are certain things that in our law bars your claim or reduces your claim. In addition to, an adjuster for the insurance company will say, hey, you didn't seek attention, so you must not have been hurt.
What's the window on that too?
Well, the window on it, I'll just tell you, there's a 14-day rule for your PIP, your personal injury protection insurance, to apply. You certainly want to be diagnosed with an emergency medical condition within that time. Seeking a medical professional will assist you in doing so.
We were talking about this even before we were on air, soft tissue injuries. That's one of the things that you might not feel right away, but it will creep up on you, and some of those can be pretty major as well, so get checked out, get it documented.
Absolutely. Muscles, tissues, frankly, ligaments can have permanent injury that change the way you're they're able to operate during your life, especially to the spine, your cervical, thoracic, lumbar, your neck, your mid back, or your lower back is what it stands for. But that's important for you to really have a medical professional take a look at.
Absolutely. All right, so we have a couple more here. All right, so never speak to the other party's insurance company. So they might contact you.
Right.
That's a no-no.
It's a no-no. I mean, this is one of those no good deed goes unpunished. Because if they're able to get you to settle a case at a lower rate than they have available and that fully compensates you for your injury, then you've just lost out on what you deserve in that crash. In addition, you making a recorded statement gets you locked in under oath on what you said happened during the crash, and sometimes that can affect your liability there and make it much more difficult case when it should have been very simple.
What should you do? Ignore it? Forward it to an attorney if you're working with one? What do you recommend?
Absolutely. Tell them that you're seeking advice of counsel or that you have an attorney and they won't contact you, or they should not contact you, as a matter of fact.
Which brings us to number 5, right?
Right, you want to contact that guy. Absolutely. No, you really want to contact whoever your attorney is. You want to contact them and let them know that you've been in a crash, that you need assistance. And even if you don't remember everything that's been said there, all is not lost. You can actually have your attorney talk you through the process.
Just within the segment, think about all the different things that we covered, from insurance to medical help to talking with authorities. That's why you want an attorney. You need help to navigate this.
It is. There are many people who try to go at it alone. They say, well, why should I get an attorney? Why should I pay them part of my, my settlement? Well, the thing is, many times it helps to maximize the value of your case in many cases. So it's important because that knowledge does not come by osmosis. We've studied, we've learned, and we know the law. And so it's important to get a personal injury attorney to help.
Well, thanks again for all your time and information. I think this is a lot of help for people out there. And the best way to contact you if they have any questions?
Absolutely. You can contact me, 904-357-0090, or online at sasmithlegal.com. I'm on social media as well, SA Smith Legal.
All right. Well, thanks again. And right now we're going to send it to Jana.
Thank you.